All right, so we are going to get warm to start. Go ahead and just meet me in the center of your mat. Let me get that watch going. We all know I live for this watch. That is like falling apart. Go ahead and reach your hands up overhead for me. Dive your hands down to the mat. Grab those opposite elbows, soft little rock from side to side right here, starting to feel that stretch in the back of your legs. Let your head fall nice and heavy here. Come back through center, release those elbows, bend your left knee, straighten your right, and then open that right hand up. Feel that stretch down your leg, lower back. Hold there for 3. For 2, come back through center on 1. Bend your right knee, straighten that left, really reach towards that ceiling, opening up your chest. Big inhale, exhale, come back down through center. Slowly start to rock yourself all the way up. One big roll of your shoulders to the back of that room and to the front. We're going to go into some good mornings to start. So interlace your fingertips, hands come back behind your head. Soft bend in your knees for me. Hinge at your waist to bring that top half of that parallel to that mat. Squeeze your glutes. Now you guys know not to lock out those knees. So think about squeezing your butt. But the second you get to that top, before you lock anything out, go ahead and come right back down. So you're really thinking about your abs here as well. Belly button is pulled in nice and tight, soft bend in those knees. We did some of these earlier this week. We're going to knock them out in that single leg work too, just to make sure they're awake. You've got about 30 seconds left here, so see if you can really feel that stretch. Pull your belly button in as you hinge forward. You don't have to come past that parallel position, but you're shooting that butt to the back of the room. Weight is in those heels. Big squeeze here. You've got about 15 seconds left, taking your time. We'll go into that single leg deadlift where I'm going to have you start by lifting that right heel in 10, 9, good, 8 and 7, 6. You always have that option to put your hands behind your back if you prefer it. 3 more. Get 1 more in right here. Last 3, 2, 1. From here, bring that right foot right behind that left foot. We go into that left single leg. So you're coming down for 2, still big lift and squeeze, slow to start. Let those legs get warm. We're a little bit leg heavy today. So try to feel that stretch, but also fire up that hamstring right from the start. Hinging at that waist. I did a leg series yesterday and I think I forgot like 2 changes for those girls, but no one told me. I think they were so over it at that point. Big hinge here. You still have about 30 seconds. I want to fire up your hamstrings. I want you to be feeling them, even out those quads that we have. Final 15 seconds coming your way. Still keep hinging. Belly comes parallel. Hands, elbows are either wide or they're on your back. Think about your belly button pulling in every time. Less than 10 seconds here. We switch to that other side, and then you're out of your deadlifts. Big squeeze at the top. Do not lock out those knees. You've got 2 more left right here. Down for 2. Lift, squeeze. Last one down for 2. Lift, squeeze, switch out those feet. Left heel nice and high. Let's just finish it out nice and strong. Coming down for 2, lifting for 2. So that left heel is so high, barely any weight in that foot. Right foot is where that weight is. You're still hinging forward here. Think to yourself, 20-80. So most of that weight is in that right side as you hinge forward. If you need to, you can always reach those hands down, but keep your shoulders in those sockets. Good. Final little bit on this side before we go into that second position. You're still not locking out that knee, but you're finding that great big hinge. Think of this almost as standing ab work too, because I want you to think about pulling your belly button to your spine every time that you come down. We're in those final 15 seconds right here. Lower down for 2, lift, squeeze, good. Lower, 2, lift, squeeze. Final 10, 9, 8, 7. Get this last one in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and you made it. Open those feet up nice and wide. Hammy should be talking to you. Heels in, toes out here. No props to start because we're going to be here for a second. Full range to start. Option for your hands. They can come to your hips. If you want to add your arms in, you can. I want you to come down for 2. Just start waking up those hips up for 2. Nice and slow. Down for 2. Thinking about your form here. Weight is in those heels. You should be able to really move those toes just a little bit. Every time you come down, I want you to press your knees back. This should feel more of an inner thigh workout than a quad stretch here. Good. All the way down, lift and squeeze. Nice and slow to start. We're here for a hot second today. Lowering down, squeezing. I don't think I've done 1 second position this week, which feels very unlike me. All the way down here, bringing that tailbone down to the ground. You know that modification is just to stay a little bit higher if you need to. If not, find that flexibility. Sink down nice and low, and then lift, squeeze. Pretend like you're pulling a towel apart between those feet as you squeeze and lift. Again, belly button, you're thinking about your abs the entire time here. As you come down, you pull that belly in. You've got about 15 more seconds here before we stay at that bottom. Nice and low and controlled. Shoulders stay relaxed as you slide down that imaginary wall. It should feel good. In 5 seconds, you're gonna meet me at the bottom. Get this last full range in. Now meet me at the bottom and hold right here. You're gonna come up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch. So we're leg heavy to start out this class. Inner thigh, so your hammies should be a little bit warm. Now we focus on that inner thigh work, pressing those knees back every time you pulse down. Belly button is pulling in right here. Shoulders stay relaxed, and you keep that posture nice and pretty. Pull your shoulder blades down and think to yourself, you're not leaning forward or back. It's almost like there's that flat wall behind you. I want you to build that burn today. So I know we're starting slow. If there was music on, we would not be up to tempo. Think down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, pressing those knees back every time. You've got it. 10, 9, 8, 7, good. 6 and 5, final 4, 3, 2, hold at the bottom for me on 1. Here's where you're shaky. Lift that right heel up and lower it. It's an iso hold with just that right heel lift, waking up that right calf. Your challenge is to stay low here. 6 left, lower. 5, lower, good. 4, lower. 3. If you need that modification, I'm up a little bit higher because I'm sore. No shame in your game. Listen to your body. 3, lower. 2, lower. Last one, hold it up. 10 pulses. You've got it. 9. Think about pressing that knee back. Now my heel is so high. I want you to think about weight in those first 3 toes as you pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold on 1. Lift that left heel, 10-second hold between sides. Sink that butt down 1 inch. You should be on fire here. I want you fighting for it. Drop that right heel, left heel lower, lift, squeeze. Lower, lift, squeeze. Weight in those first 3 toes. Your butt's gonna start wanting to sneak up. Here's where I want you to fight. Find those nice shaky legs. Pressing your knees back right here. Slow and painful, I know. I don't like me either right now. You have 6, lower. 5, and it stays lifted. 4, fight. Think inner thighs talking to you. Final 3. Last 2. Now leave it up. Give me those 10 pulses. It's 10, 9. Control it. Belly is in. Heel is high. Knees are pressing back for 6, 5. Alternating heel lift coming your way. We are staying into it. 4, 3, 2, you lift your right heel, left heel, right heel. Add that pulse in. Right heel, left heel. Good. Right heel, left heel. I need you thinking to yourself, every time that heel lifts, you are sinking down, switching them out. You've got it. 10, 9, 8. You are more than halfway through this series. So fight for me on those inner thighs. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Both heels lift, both heels lower. You lift those heels and lower. Lift, lower. Inner thighs to start us off. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. 2 changes left. You have this here. 4, 3, 2. Heels lift. Down an inch, up an inch. Down an inch, up an inch. You've got this. Arms are not doing anything because I want you thinking about what your legs are doing. That pulse, you get your booty down there. Every time you pulse down, I need you to think about pressing your knees back so that your quads aren't on fire. You feel it in those inner thighs. You have it. 8 here. Heels are high if you can. Modification, drop those heels. Keep driving that tailbone down. 4, good. 3, last 2. Here's your finisher. Drop your heels. Hold for me. You pulse down. 2, 3, squeeze, lift, pulse down. 2, 3, squeeze, lift. Active recovery. It's a tiny bit of a break. I'm letting you stand in between. Down. 2, 3, lift. You're in your final change. All you have left is a hold. That doesn't even count. Down. 2, 3, squeeze, lift. When you get down, try to come 1 inch lower. Press those knees 1 inch further back. Belly button pulls in. You guys are strong. Hold on to it. I know this group right here. You got it. We have less than 10 seconds. Get 2 more in right here. Meet me at the bottom. Heels are down right here. Now hold. Reach your hands up overhead. Strong arms. Energy through those fingertips. Drop your butt down. Option, if you want to lift your heels, lift your heels. But I want you to sink down low. Do not stand. It's 15 seconds. I know you want the break. Get your booty down there. Press your knees back. It looks strong. Both of you hold on to it. Final 8 seconds right here. If you have anything left, 1 inch higher, 1 inch lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, rest all the way up. They should feel good. Nice. Shake out those legs for me. From here, Mag, you're gonna grab your ball. Courtney, we're gonna just glue our legs together. I'm gonna use this wall because I want my heels to come higher. Maggie, if you wanna go over to your countertop, Court, you know your body. I wanna hold on to a surface today for this. So what I want you to do, Maggie, ball, block, anything goes between those legs. If not, we're gonna bring those feet into first position. You don't need that surface to start. We have calf raises here. You're gonna lift those heels, lower those heels, lift, lower, lift, lower. Maggie, if you're ever doing these in the future, you do them on your block at that counter and just lower those heels past the top of it. It'll feel so good. Lower, lift, lower, lift. Yes, you know that I love any type of heel lift on that block, makes me happy. Heels come below and then you slowly lift. Everybody else, you have that ball or block between your legs, or you're just squeezing your inner thighs together for me. Pull your belly button in, slow calf raises, 10 right here, 9. I need you to keep those ankles nice and strong, 7 and 6, good, 5, 4, final 3 and 2. Hold at the top for me on 1, give me those 10 tiny little pulses. You've got it, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 1-inch lifts right here. Make them controlled and deliberate. Don't rush through those. Don't hurt yourself. 3, 2, hold on 1. You come halfway down, pulse. 3, 2, 1. Halfway down, pulse. 3, 2, 1. Calves are waking up. If you don't need to hold on to something, don't hold on to it. Fight for that balance. My legs are tired at the end of this week. I am holding on to keep them nice and high. Less than 15 seconds. Remember, 3 pulses at the top. You come halfway down and you lift all the way up. Inner thighs are glued together here. What is your belly doing? Pull your belly button in. Relax your shoulders. No shoulder earrings. In 5 seconds, you hold at the top for me. In 5, 4, 3, 2, freeze at the top of that range. Now's the time, if you are standing on your block, make sure it's between your legs or that ball is between your legs. Bend your knees. Start to sink that seat down. Slight tuck of your tailbone here. So remember, there is no Beyonce. You're not back here. Tuck it under. Pull your belly button in. Now come down 1 more inch. This is your starting point. Can your heels come any higher? Squeeze those legs together. Start squeezing your inner thighs here. Squeeze like there is an orange or something you are squeezing, a water balloon you are trying to pop. Think to yourself, inner thighs here. We are finishing them out nice and strong. 2 series for those inner thighs. Squeeze them as tight as you can. I need you to challenge yourself to keep your heels a little higher. I want your thighs really on fire at the end of this. So your heels are lifted, legs are just squeezing together. If you need that break and you stand, make sure you get your butt 2 inches lower than you want to. You have 8 squeezes left right here. 7, 6, I can't see it, but you should feel it. 5, 4, keep squeezing. 3, 2, hold on 1, it's down. 2, squeeze, down. 2, squeeze, lower. 2, squeeze, down. 2, squeeze. Your heels, this is gonna make you shake so quickly. If you're holding on to something, think to yourself, light, light, light grip. That's gonna help you to dig in to keep things a little bit higher, but don't hold on for dear life to that. I always tell people that in class, like, don't take that bar off the wall. You've got it. Down. 2, squeeze, down. 2, squeeze, down. 2, squeeze. Last 1, 2, just squeeze, squeeze. Speed those squeezes up for 10, 9, 8, 7, good. 6 and 5, you got it. 4, 3, 2, hold your squeeze. Little heel lifts here. Lift your heels up an inch. Lift them up. Can you lift and squeeze? Lift, squeeze. Lift and squeeze. Here's where you're sinking down a little bit more. Only 2 changes left. You're not here nearly as long as that second position. Heels come up an inch, then you squeeze in. Think of it as 2 different movements. Up an inch, in an inch. Up an inch, in an inch. Inner thighs should be kissing. They should be so tight together here. Heels stay lifted. Final 10, squeeze. Up an inch, in an inch. I'm gonna sink down 2 inches. You're gonna sink with me. Did you start to sneak up right here? It's up an inch with those heels, in an inch. 6, squeeze. 5, squeeze, good. 4, squeeze. Final 3, and squeeze. Last 2, and squeeze. Last 1, pulses up to tempo. If we had that music on pulse. 10, 9, 8, you better squeeze those inner thighs for dear life right here. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. I am shaking. Are you shaking? Hands come up over your head. Squeeze your legs together as tight as you can. Heels are high. 1 more inch. Let me see it. Nice. Now you hold on to it. You should be shaking. If you're not, heels higher, down lower. 5 seconds. You better pop whatever's between those legs. 4, 3, 2. You're out of your inner thigh. Stand. Nice. Take that right ankle into your hand. Let's stretch out that thigh. Tiny tuck of your tailbone. Inner thighs should be awake. Take that right ankle over that left standing figure 4. If I can do it with you. Tiny little stretch right here. Big inhale. Sink into it 1 more inch if you can. Hold there for 3. Hold there for 2. Lift all the way up. Take that opposite ankle into your left hand. Really try to tuck your tailbone under. Bring those knees together. We now go into some more outer thigh work. Bring that other ankle over top. Perfect. Options here. Band. If you have a lighter band, so we're going to go into some standing outer thigh before we move on. Band would come around your ankles here. Now you have the option to step on that block. I know you have it there. If you want to put your hand, it's a little bit of standing single leg work. You're going to lay down if for any reason it starts to bother you, but you're going to give this a try. I think you're going to be fine here with your hips. Cord, if you want that band around your ankles, now's the time. I want everyone to start by using that right leg. So if you have that surface, it comes to that left wall. Option for your band here. I'm not going to put my band on, but if you want it around your ankles, stick it around your ankles. You are not here as long as you normally would be. It's 4 changes. What I want you to do to start is to bend your knees here. Find that nice parallel position for me. If you have a hand on your surface, that bar, wall, whatever you have, shift your weight into your left leg. Right foot flexes here. Everything stays parallel. Don't bring it behind you. I want all outer thigh. You're going to start by lifting that leg and lowering it. Your foot does not touch that mat because it is flexed. If you're standing on a block, it's definitely not going to touch that floor. Think to yourself here, you should not really need to hold on to anything unless you're on that block and you need that stability. Belly button pulls in right here, and all I'm doing is thinking about squeezing that outside thigh. Because everything is parallel here, you're in that outside of your leg. The second you move it back is when you go into your glute. We're not there yet. Lift to the side, lower down. Soft bend in that left knee. There's no lift in that left heel. Focus everything on that right side. Big lift, squeeze, lower. Lift, squeeze, and lower. Don't worry about your height here. If you have a band, you're probably lower, but you're on fire, and I know it. Lift, lower. You have 10, lower. 9 here. You're really not making any movement on that left side, just a soft bend. Keep everything stacked for me. Don't start leaning into that side of that wall if you're holding on to anything. 5. We have pulses in 4. Good. 3 to go. Final 2. On 1, hold that leg up for me. Bend, press. Think about flexing that foot. Bend and press. Less about the bend, more about the press. So think to yourself, bend 2 inches, reach that heel to the floor, bend, press. I know that standing leg's on fire, but really focus, squeezing your glutes, squeezing on that outer thigh. 10 and 9. Good. 8, 7. You have this. We head into circles in 5. Good. 4, squeeze that outer thigh. 3, last 2, hold on 1 for me. Start to circle that heel, but find that lift for me. That circle, you get a tiny lift on the side. You're tired in that standing left leg. Think about your ankle stability, your balance, belly button pulled in. You're not leaning forward onto that side. Lightest grip ever if you are using that surface. Reverse that circle, but still give me that lift. You're not tracing a quarter here. You're more so tracing that playground ball or that apple. Make it a little bit bigger so you can get that lift to get into that outer thigh. 6 here, you go into your last change in 5. In 4, good. 3, 2, hold on 1, you pulse up. 2, 3, full range, up. 2, 3, full range, pulse it up. 2, 3, you can do this. If you have a band, I need you to fight through that burn. There is less than 20 seconds. There is no hold at the end of this. Flex through that foot. Your leg is as straight as a board, like there's a cast on it. You've got this. Think about lift, 2, 3, lower, big lift, 2, 3, less than 15 seconds. Do not give up. You do not want to end this series on a break. Pull your belly button in. Give me those lifts right here. Final 10 seconds. Up, 2, 3, 2 to go. Lift it up. 2, 3, last 1. Lift it up. 2, 3, and you rest. Flip right around. I want to make this so quick for you guys. I'm not going to face the back, but you are going to switch sides here. Shift that weight into your right side. If you have your band on, it stays there. If you're stepping on a block, it comes under that right foot. Feet come parallel to start. Soft bend in your knees. Hinge just to grab that bar or that wall a little bit here. Flex through that left foot. Here we go. We lift, lower, lift, and lower. Good. Leg heavy. Don't worry. I'm going to give you some arm work after this. I want you to think to yourself, same amount of love on this side. If you have a band around your ankles, I know that you're not going this high. I need you to fight, not to lean. I want you to pull your belly button in here. Your standing leg is tired. I know we're working both legs. Can you flex and squeeze this left leg? Can you think about where that burn is coming from? Give this side a little more love. Big lift. Now remember, foot is parallel. You are not bringing it behind you. Stay in that outer thigh for me. You've got this. Less than 20 seconds in these lifts right here. You're going to hold at the top for that bend and press. When you get tired, or if you're so fatigued, lay on the mat right now and you can just do those leg lifts. You can get out of that right side if you need to. You've got 10, 9, 8. Find that squeeze for me. You can do it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. Bend, press. Bend, press. So I know we got a little quad here, a little hammy. That right leg should be on fire. Can you contract and pull your abs in? Relax your shoulder. I know you can make this easier. Don't do it. Think to yourself how much work you want to get out of this, how much strength you've got. 10, 9, 8, little bend and press. 7, you can do it. 6, we head to circles. 5 and 4, good. 3, 2 on 1, hold, tiny circles, tiny controlled movement. If you're on the floor, hips stay stacked the entire time. You can stamp that arm over top. Keep giving me those tiny circles right here, but make sure you've got that lift. So you're not rocking here, but you've got just enough. If I can get my own balance back, there it is. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, reverse that circle. Here we go. Circles. You know you've got that pulse left. You are almost out of this. Fight for that left side. We cannot have those uneven legs. You can do this. Get it up there for me. In 3 seconds, you're going to hold at the top. We're going to go into that nice little combo movement. In 2, on 1, you pulse up, 2, 3, lower down. If you are laying on the floor and this is not enough for this pulse and full range, you can stay right in your pulses. I'm fine with that. It has to be deliberate here. My leg is as straight as a board. It is like there is a cast on that leg as I fight to squeeze top left corner and that outer thigh. You have less than 20 seconds here. Remember, you do not end in a hold. I need you to give this all you got. Big squeeze, pulse up, 2, 3, lower, lift, 2, 3, and lower. Final 3, 2, 3, and lower. Good. 2, 2, 3, and lower. Last 1, 2, 3, lower down. Open right into the squat. All you have is a hold. Heels in, toes out. It's a little wider than hips with distance. Sink into your squat and hold for me. Pretend like you are pulling that rope or that towel apart between your feet. Shake, shake, shake right here. Legs are going to get warm. Hands to heart center. You hold that squat for me. We're getting ready to go into center booty work. I am just knocking your legs out in this first half of class. I want them to be tired. Hold here at the bottom. You're coming down to your mat after this, so fight for it. Fight, fight, fight. Hold. Sink that booty back. Chest is proud. Belly's pulled in for 5. For 4, don't you stand up. 3, good. 2, on 1, squeeze to lift here. We are going down to your mat. You do have a 3 change plank series, Max. If you want to do your push-ups elevated, you can. And then we have some all 4 work for center booty before we move on. Do me a favor and bring your bands and your weights down to the mat, because I'm going to give you that option for bands with your arms. We're going to meet at the back of our mats. Reach your hands overhead. I know we have not stretched your legs yet. Dive those hands down to your mat. Walk out into that first plank. Hold here. 3 changes in our planks, and then we go back just to finish out center booty. Legs are going to be really warm, but it'll get your heart rate up for our arm and ab series here. Abs will come at the end of class, so really fight right here. Hold that beautiful plank.
Fingertips spread out nice and wide. Think about your shoulders. They pull away from your ears. Here's where your heart rate comes back under control. You're feeling that nice warmth in your legs, and you're just holding your plank for me right here. I want you to walk your knees in under your hips. Find your bear crawl for me. Those knees are hovering right above the mat. Back is flat. Whatever you're thinking you want to balance there, water, coffee, wine, you hold on to it for me. In 10 seconds, you walk back out into your plank, and we come into that plank bear crawl mix. So in 5 seconds, you walk out and then right back in 4, 3, 2, out, 2, in, 2. There's only 10, and then you're off of your wrist for a second. Good. All the way out, back in, right here. Control this movement. Your hips do not lift. Don't worry. I'm counting you down. You have 6 left right here. Out, 2, in, 2, out, 2, in, 2. I love when I feel that sweat start dripping down my arms. We've got it. Out, 2, in, 2. Final 2, 2, in, 2. Last 1, in, drop your knees. Find your first cat-cow right here before you find your child's pose. Lift all the way through, then open those knees, heels together, reach through. We're going into that first push-up series. 3 changes in our push-ups today. The first one that we've been working on is that 5 count down, 1 count up. In these, I'm gonna have you come into that Superman again. Now you're not gonna come onto your stomach if you're doing those push-ups on the floor. Courtney, tuck those toes under. We're in a 5 count down, full release. Reach your arms forward, legs back before you come back up. So it's down, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release, reach hands forward, legs forward. Full lift here. Lower back down, hands come under your shoulders, press yourself up. Option to press yourself back up on your toes, on your knees. You lower down nice and slow. Reach forward, big lift. There's 6 total. You're probably on that second one. When you finish with those 6 push-ups, you find your forearm plank for me, forearm plank. Nice and controlled. There is no reason to rush through these. I want you to start to feel it a little bit in that lower back, helping that muscle right there, not any sort of pain. Good. Nice and slow. Form looks amazing. Probably 2 left right here. Take your time. If you're behind that or in front of that, I want 6, so I don't care how long it takes you. You need me in that forearm plank when you're done. Beautiful. Nice pace. Big reach. Lift arms and legs back down. All right, here we go. That final one for most of you. Down, 2, 3, 4, 5. Big reach. Find that forearm plank and hold. Hold, 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 hold. Glue your legs together. First push-up out of the way. We're gonna hold here for 10 seconds. We walk back up to our hands, second set of those push-ups. That second set, 3 count down, 3 count up. I love these slow push-ups. In 5 seconds, we walk back up to our hands. 4, 3, squeeze your belly. 2, walk back to your hands. Option to stay on those toes. I'm coming to my knees. I want them done right. Down, 2, 3, press, 2, 3. It's that coming up that is the hardest part, to stay slow and controlled. There's only 6. Again, only want 6, and I want you back into your forearm plank. Slow, quality, controlled push-ups here. I am not trying to burn you out in a way that you can't do these. 6 is attainable. I know you guys, you can do this. When you finish that 6th push-up, you're in your forearms. Remember, your arms are in that nice little arrow position. Don't bring those elbows wide. No goalposts here. When you find that forearm plank, get your legs together as fast as you can, because I want you squeezing your inner thighs here and squeezing your glutes under, pulling your belly in. Nice, Gord. Everyone's in that forearm plank. 10 seconds and you're in your final round of push-ups. You have these. Push up into a downward dog, and then you're done with your push-ups. That's all we have planned for push-ups today. Hold here for 5 seconds. You walk back up to your hand in 4, in 3, good, 2, walk up to those hands. If you can, you stand your toes, down for 2, press up for 2, lift into your downward dog. I want to give you that stretch in the back of your legs before you come back into it. From here, it's 30 seconds, so this one is a little bit longer. I don't care how many you get in. If your push-ups are a single push-up, down for 1, up for 1, if it's a quality push-up, I'm fine with it. I always prefer the 2 count because I like for you to take your time and find your breath. Inhale to lower, exhale, explode. When you lift your hips up, opportunity for a stretch in the back of your legs. 15 seconds and you're out of it. Hold on to it for me. I'm going to finish arms before I go into that center booty, give those legs a little bit break. 10 seconds left here. Quality push-ups. If you want to just burn out those shoulders, final 10 seconds right here, you can just single it out with push-ups, but I'm trying to give you a little bit of a stretch and use your abs in that downward dog. Final 8 seconds right here. It looks good. Hold on to it. Breathe. Shoulders are relaxed. Those look awesome. Finish them nice and strong in 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Nice work. Knees are apart here. Take that right arm, reach it underneath of that left for me. Hold there for 3. Nice job with those push-ups. 2, come back through center for me. Reach to the front of that mat. Really push your glutes back towards your heels, and then take that other arm underneath that left arm, and then lay there just for a second. Hold for 3, for 2. Walk up to that all 4 for me. Just one more stretch here. Take that right arm, open your chest up, and then dive it through, letting your shoulder blade come to that mat forehead. Hold there for 3, for 2. It should feel good on those shoulders. Take that left arm, open your chest up nice and wide, and then reach it under here for me. Hold there for 3, for 2. On 1, we come back to center. You're going to meet me Indian style on that mat. I'm going to finish some arm workout before we go into that center booty, all 4 stuff. So we're going to start with just those weights, but drop them down for a second. I want you to go ahead and roll out your shoulders, reach your shoulders up to your ears, drop them down. We've got some lateral and front raises here, no help in those legs. So if you do end up needing to stand, totally fine. I want you to pull your belly button in. I talk about this all the time. Exhale, inhale, and when you exhale, pull everything in as if we're going to punch you in the belly, which we won't. From here, arms come out to the side. Make sure you've got room next to you, because I am going to have you do some lateral and front raises. Perfect. Okay, looks like you're good. All right, so big inhale here. We're going to lift those arms up to shoulder height and then tap those weights down. Or really, I want you to just bring them down to a hover. Big lift and lower. I was telling you guys about that class yesterday. We were doing front raises with 12s and 15s. I'm like, this is just not my jam. I'm not going to even feel my shoulders today. Lower, squeeze, lift. Lower, squeeze. Now, when I say squeeze, think about your belly. What is your belly doing? Can you contract those abs? Take it nice and slow with those arms. You are pressing up, pulling down, pressing and pulling. Now, your challenge is to have your shoulder blades pull down your back. No shoulder earrings. You know the drill. 10, 9, 8, 7. Good. 6 and 5. Final 4. And we hold them up in 2. Last 1. All the way up. Tiny pulses. You're tired. You should be. Your shoulders, they should be tired from those push-ups. 10, 9. Good. 8, 7. Can you start to walk them in parallel for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You come halfway down, lift up. So you're not going to come all the way down and release or lean forward. Think about just halfway or 3/4. Lower, press. Lower, press. Hitting every part of those shoulders. We're light here. We're going to go into our biceps next. So I want you to finish these out nice and strong. Halfway down and lift. We have those pulses at the top. In 3, 2, tiny presses. Good. Tiny pulses right here. 10, 9, 8, 7. Start to walk them back out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, freeze. Palms face that ceiling. Pull in for 2. Press long for 2. So elbows are staying high here. It's that high bicep curl. Press and pull. Good. We have 6 to the side. We bring those arms parallel, and then we have those front ones. So you have 3 left right here. 2. On that last one, hold it out. Bring your arms parallel. 6 here. Pull in, press long. Pull in and press. 4. Reach. 3. Reach. 2. Reach. Last one. Hold it out. Bring it to that V for me. Pull your elbows in. Reach. 1 bicep. Extend. Pull it in. Reach. Curl. Press. Good. In. Reach. Pull. Press. Pull it in. And you reach. Make sure your elbows do not come above those shoulders for me. Pull in. Press. In and out. Pull it in. Press. In. Out. Final 6. Reach. In. Out. Final 5. Reach. Nice and controlled. Belly is still engaged. Shoulders, I know they're still warm, but we're getting into those biceps right here. You have 3. Press. In. Out. Final 2. Press. In and out. Last 1. Press. In. Tiny pulses here. 10, 9, 8, control it, 7, 6, final 5. We head to circles in 4. Drop those elbows down an inch for 3, 2, hold. Tiny controlled circle. Squeeze your biceps here for me. 6 and 5. Strong wrist. 4, belly's pulled in nice and tight. 3, 2, on 1, reverse it here for me. 6, 5, good. 4, breathe. 3, 2, hold on 1, little pulses out again. But think about serving that platter lower. We were up here before. I want you nice and low. 10, 9, squeeze your weights when you squeeze out. 7, 6, 5, good. 4, 3, 2, hold it out on 1, bring it all the way out. You pull those elbows in, reach long. Pull in, press. 10, 9, 8, 7, good. 6, and we hold them out in 5, 4, 3, 2, get those arms out, palms face me. Tiny pulses up, finish your shoulders. Final 10, 9 and a hold, 8, 7, start to walk them in parallel for 5, 4, 3, 2, palms face down, this is it. Palms face down, get them up there right now, 10 seconds, you can do this. Drop your shoulders down, pull your belly button in, hold on to this. You've got 5 seconds, 4 and a rest in your arms, 3, 2, 1, drop them down. Bring that right arm across. Shoulder should be warm. Roll out that wrist here. Switch that arm out. Really press into that right side so that you can feel that stretch down the top of those shoulders. I don't know if mine are just dying or yours are going to be warm with me. Grab that right elbow. Tiny little press here. Hold there for 3, 2. Switch those arms out for me. Bring that hand behind. We're going into some of that center booty work right here. So move your weights to the side. We're extending those legs long. I'm going to bring you down to your forearms to do this series. So go ahead from the start. Walk your forearms down. If you prefer to be on your hands, I'm totally fine with that. Same movement. I'm just getting you off of your wrists and keeping you off of them. Now I want your knees under your hips here. If something starts to bother you, stand up. You can do this single leg work. From here, you're going to extend that left leg back. Point through your toe for me. I want a pointed toe here. You're going to lift up for 2, tap your toe down. I want you to think about this as a slow, controlled movement. I know I love to fly through things and get you moving, but I want this to be controlled. I want your belly button pulled in nice and tight. You are pointing through that toe like energy is coming out of it. Length through the back of that knee. There is no bend in that knee. Think about the line under your butt, the line above your butt, and your center booty. You're going to want to collapse in your chest. I need you to stay nice and strong here. Glue those shoulder blades together. Chest is proud. You have 8 more right here. 7. Do not take the easy way out of this. I need you to make that leg as strong as a board. Deliberate in this movement. You've got it. 4, tap. 3, tap. Good. 2, tap. Last one, hold it up. You bring your knee in, extend, squeeze. Pull it in, squeeze. We are still pointing through our toe. Reach, bend, good. All the way out, pull it in. 10, 9, good. 8, 7, 6, squeeze it at the top every time. 3, 2, 1, get it out there, hold, tiny pulses up. 10 here, center booty, keep your chest proud. You have this. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold on 1, drop that foot behind your right foot, lift, squeeze to center. It comes behind your right foot, lift, squeeze to center. Good. Tap, squeeze, tap, and squeeze. Good. 6, lift, 5, lift, 4 more, butt should be warm. 3 to go. Reach, 2 more, lift. Last one, combo movement, tap it down, lift it up, behind your right foot, back to center, tap, lift, right, center. Now that right leg is helping you to stay lifted. That butt cheek's gonna get warm too. You have this. 2 changes left and you're out of the side. Tap, lift, right, center. Keep moving right here for me. Don't stop. You meet me in the center. We've got 2 left right here. Tap, 1 more each side. Tap, lift, center, hold. Hold right here for me. Point through that toe. Start to draw tiny little circles. 6 circles. 5, 4, 3, 2. Reverse that circle. All you have is a hold left. Don't drop that foot. Keep it up there. 4, 3, 2, freeze, walk back to your hands, tuck your tailbone, tuck your right toes under, hover for 10 seconds and you're out of this. Point through that toe for dear life. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you made it. Find your child pose. Lean all the way back here. You've got it. Big inhale, big exhale. We've got to go right into that other side. Come back onto your forearms. Stay lifted in that chest. Extend your right leg back, full range. Lift and tap. Again, think about that line under your butt, top of your butt, center of your booty. You are lengthening through the back of that leg. Watch your chest. Mine just dropped. My lower back dropped and I could feel it. So I need you to pull your belly button in. Think to yourself, you're still tucked, so that leg is not opening up. Hips stay square right here. 6 and tap. Good. 5 and tap. Maggie, let me know if these bother you at all. We'll stand. 4, tap. 3, tap. Good. 2. Last one. Hold it up. You pull that knee in. Reach, extend. Pull in. Reach, extend. So you bend, press. Good. Bend, press. 8, 7, 6, 5. Good. 4. Stay lifted. 3, 2, on 1. Hold it out there. Drop it behind that left foot. Lift, squeeze. Tap, squeeze. Tap and squeeze. 6, lift. Stay stacked on that left side. Don't sink into that hip. Final 3, squeeze. 2, squeeze. Combo movement right here. You tap it down. Lift. Behind that left foot back to center. Tap. Lift. Left. Center. 6. Lift. Left. And center. Control this. Belly button is pulled in. Shoulders are relaxed. Beautiful. 4. Lift. Left. And up. You've got it. 3 to go before we hold center. Nice. All the way up every time. You've got it. Final 2. Lift. Tap. Last 1. Lift. Tap. Tiny controlled circles. Find those circles. Control it. Point through that toe. Lengthen through the back of that knee. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Reverse that circle right here. Finish it strong. Here we go. 4, 3, 2. Hold on 1. Go ahead and walk up to your hands. Tuck those left toes under and point through that toe. You've got this. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Find your plank in 4, 3, 2. Drop your right foot, walk your left foot back, hold. Lift your hips up. Pedal those knees out. I need to get you standing to finish out those arms really fast. Bend and press through those knees. Good. Press both heels down. Find that last stretch in your downward dog. Start to walk your feet towards your hands. Hands towards your feet. Slowly roll yourself up to the top for me. Since you both have a band, let's do tries with those bands. If someone isn't using a band, you can always use those weights, but let's bring those bands around your wrists, behind your back, and we will finish out nice and strong. Class for us is flying by, having too much fun killing your legs. From here, band is around those wrists. Soft bend in your knees, big bend here, hinge forward. I should say big bend in your knees. Palms face each other. That band is gonna tap your hips, lift, squeeze. Again, if you're doing this and you do not have bands, just put a weight in each hand and then you'll lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good. If you have a band, you're pressing into your bands, tapping those hips and lower and keeping it nice and controlled. Hold at the top for me. Tap your hands to your hips, then press. Tap, press. So this isn't that full kickback. You're coming halfway, reach. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it out. Now press into the band. If you don't have a band, you're just going out an inch, in an inch. Press into your band. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Back to full range. Tap it down, lift, squeeze. Tap, squeeze. Pull your belly button in here. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. This is a big lift. You're holding at the top, giving me pulses in 3, 2. Pulse it at the top. Keep those arms long and strong, just little tiny pulses. Control it. 10 and a hold. 9, 8. Finish it strong. Final 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
2, freeze. If you can, rotate your palms towards the floor. Squeeze your thighs as tight as you can. Hold 8, hold 7, don't lose it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up, drop that band to the side. We finished that last 30 seconds of work. It's a squat with an oblique twist. If these don't feel good, you'll go back to that nice little good morning, or you can just do your twist at the top. Heels are turned in, toes are out. These are slow. This is how we finish class. It's 30 seconds. Hands come back behind your head. You're gonna give me one squat. You're gonna tap that left elbow behind that right knee back to center, and then that opposite side. Find your squat in the center, find your twist at the top. If you're not doing these, your hands are behind your head and you can go into those good mornings for me, back to those. You can find that high squat if you want to, or you can always go into those oblique twists. If not, squat into that nice little crunch. You have 5 seconds left. That is it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Get that last side in and we stretch. Nice job. Come all the way back down. Take that right elbow overhead. Press that hand behind your shoulders, between your shoulders, I should say. Switch out that opposite side. Definitely stretch your legs because we did a lot in those legs. From here, open into that second position just for a second for me here. Sink into that nice deep squat. Press your elbows between those legs. Give yourself that nice little rock from side to side for 5, 4, I understand if you need to drop for work. 3, 2, come back through center, drop your hands down, straighten those legs, bend. For 3, press. 2, press. Last one, heel toe those feet in right underneath of you, slowly rolling yourself up to the top, reaching your hands overhead, soft back bend, and that great big bow to yourself. Happy Friday. Thanks, love.